that one. No, because demand is ability and willingness, right? Even this, for example, $2 pen, if you are selling that one, so you need to see that whether people have the ability. Okay, it's $2, everyone can afford that, but whether they are willing to buy this one or not. Now, this is the age of e-pen, plus also there are many smart screens. You can write on your write through finger as well. You can record, you don't need to write, right? You can speak, and automatically text to speech software can just type your whatever you want to type, right? So demand depends on both willingness and ability. So I'm going to give you your book example so that it's very easy for you to read the and digest all the material. So here, if the price of ice cream is $20, you would buy less and might buy frozen yogurt. If the price falls to $1, you will increase ice cream more. So remember the psychology. I asked you, you want to pay more or you want to pay less? So right now, think of yourself as a buyer who creates demand. So you want to pay less, right? If the price of the ice cream is $20, you said, okay, only one, or maybe I don't want to spend this $20 on this, just one scoop of ice cream. It's better to switch on to some other related product, which is yogurt, frozen yogurt. It serves the same purpose, right? But what if the price of the ice cream falls to $1? You'd say that, okay, now not one, I might buy 2 or 3, right? So you see here some kind of pattern. Yes, and what is that? That the demand is negatively related to price, or the quantity demanded is negatively related to price. You want to buy more when price is less. You want to buy less when price is high, right? So from here, we can devise the law of demand. So law of demand says that, let me focus here. Other things equal. So the law of demand says that other things equal, and that is very important line in defining law of demand. The rest of the things are the same. The quantity demanded of a good falls when the price of the good rises. So why I stresses this other things equal? Can you shed some light on this 3 words, other things equal? Anyone?
So all the external environment is the same, like for example.
Yes.
So like there is no, for example, an economical issue in the country or anything like that.
So you can be right. So if we properly define that other things equal, is that because economics assume people are rational. Sometimes people are not rational. For example, my buying behavior of purchasing this iPhone is totally irrational. Have you heard the word brand loyalty? The economics doesn't explain that. Why? Because that is irrational behavior. Why? Because you know that price is high and the same features I can find with other brand, right? But still I always buy Apple, right? So this is kind of brand loyalty. That's why we say that other things equal, right? Even the price is high, you still want to buy. So law of demand, that doesn't apply over there, right? So in controlled environment, or its normal environment, or in rational environment, we say that if the price rises, people buy less. If price decreases, people buy more, right? Similarly, the trend. I want to buy that style of jeans, that Tom Cruise wore in their, in their Mission Impossible Part 6 Ghost Protocol something. I just want to buy that kind of style, that's it. And what happened that, that jeans is costing you $100. Only Levi's, that's it. Right? So that trend can also be not explained by law of demand. That's why we have separate subjects like marketing, consumer behavior, right? Who just determine that how we create demand and through brand loyalties, like kind of stuff, right? So very important point in this law of demand, these three words, other things equal, they cannot explain the fashion, even though this is winter, but since the fashion show, for example, Lady Gaga or Rihanna, they wore half sleeves something, so people are just copying the fashion. This is winter, but still people are following the fashion. So law of demand says that the prices of t-shirts in winter should fall, but the prices of that kind of dresses rose. Why? Due to fashion. So that's why we say that people are rational in economics. Understand? Some chats. Let me see that. Exactly. Ceteris paribus. Faik, you can also contribute. Okay? Okay. So in Greek word, we call this ceteris paribus. Right? So other things equal means ceteris paribus. Good. Okay, now demand schedule. So the demand schedule is a table which shows the relationship between price and quantity demanded. It's just a table which shows, at this price, how much people want to buy, how much quantity people want to buy, and you can just, represent it in terms of table. That's it. So I'm going to pick your book example, Kedrine. So here we go. So basically, Kedrine example is, yes. So the table shows price of ice cream and quantity of ice cream demanded by one person, Kedrine. So even if let me just change the color here. So even these words are not here. The word demanded and also only the price written here and quantity. Yes, quantity. So you can also, look at the price here. Price increases, quantity decreases. Price increases. So even though we have just information, price and quantity, we can say that this particular quantity is quantity demanded. Why? Because it follows the law of demand, right? And how is that? Because when the price rises, this Catherine, she shows a behavior that her quantity decreases. And which kind of quantity it is? It is quantity demanded, not quantity supplied. So when we cover the supply stuff, then we will be more clear about which one is quantity demanded and which one is quantity supplied, right? Most of the students, they're confused, but in order to remove that confusion, just recall law of demand. Price rises, quantity decreases. That's it, right? So even if these words are not written here, you can also guess that one. How? Because prices increase, quantity decrease. So when price is 3, Catherine shows no intention to buy even one piece of ice cream. When price decreased to 2.5, her intention is that, okay, she can now say that, okay, I want to eat 2. If the price is 0, she shows her full stamina and she said, okay, I can eat up to 12, right? Because there is human limit as well. Okay, so when we show all these information to a one table, we call that table demand schedule. And what is demand curve? If we show that table in form of graph, we call that graph demand curve. So demand curve is a graph of the relationship between the price of a good and the quantity demanded. So let's create that one. So we have the demand schedule, same person, is drawing at 0, 12, 0.5, 10 demanded quantity, at 1 price, 8, and to the 3 prices, 0. So how we draw the graph? So I hope from you guys, everybody know how to make a graph, but just in case, because when I see my past semesters, so like 30 to 50% of my class, previously, they don't know how to make a graph. So let me just explain it here. So how we create a graph, we make, let me just, so we make a y-axis and x-axis. The horizontal axis is called x, the vertical is called y. So when we draw a graph, always take price on the y-axis. Let me switch off my camera, and I'm going to be using this screen. So just be patient with me. Here we go. So we were